touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Yeah, there's a guy with a ticket to Mexico. No, he couldn't look much stranger, walking in a hall with his things and all, smiling said he was the Lone Ranger, coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man.
Oh, hello, my friends. Oh, we're hippies.
We are.
Yeah, and this is my co-host, Elizabeth Jean.
Hi.
Who goes by the name of EJ. And we're just in the airport doing a little smuggling. I got to take this off. This fucking hair is too much. It's fucking hot as hell. So I'm taking the hair off. Oh shit, am I going bald or what? Oh. As everybody knows, as I said on Facebook, it's our 2023 show, and we're doing a Woodstock theme. And the reason I chose Woodstock is because when I was a kid, it was the first time that I saw people getting high without being busted by the police. Now, it was a little bit before your time.
A bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to ask your age, but I know you're super young. Let me go to my lucky beads. Now, these beads have been with me. This is the third year. Oh, get those on there. And I'm going with my original hat. The hat I used in the first year. Okay, we had a Pollen. 112 people asked me for seeds. Not everybody grew. I understand that people have problems.
Or they're assholes.
Or what?
Or they're assholes.
Or they're assholes. Well, I didn't really run into any assholes. Everyone was pretty nice, but the people that didn't grow, I didn't hear from them. So that's the way it is. You were number 12.
I am.
Well, and you were ineligible.
Yes.
You're ineligible because you're the co-host, but you had a beautiful grow. I'll show it, and you also grew a couple of my strains. Which ones did you grow?
I did. I grew Night Train. It's my favorite. And I grew the Pollen Thon seeds, as well as Purple Punch. And what else did I have? Fab 5.
Yeah, and Fab 5, yeah. You have any stories about Fab 5?
Oh, yeah. My husband will be high for 24 hours if he smokes Fab 5. I also make my favorite edibles out of the Fab 5. It's always a crowd pleaser. And it's a gorgeous plant.
Well, that's why I call it Fab 5. Okay, we had a Pollen, or I had a Pollen actually, and I had some wonderful entries this year. Like I said, there was 58 entries, and it was really tough to pick a winner. I have two categories this year. I have indoor and outdoor, and let me just get into a couple of the entries that didn't win. Number 78 indoors was just fantastic. 58 was a crowd favorite. A lot of people liked 58. And 99 was, it was just beautiful. It was thick. But the winner, and I'm not going to announce the winner yet, but the winner had 3 plants. He grew 3 beautiful plants out of the 10 seeds that I sent him, and it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. And the outdoor was the same thing. The outdoor, is the winner is going to be no surprise. But we'll get into that a little later. Let's talk about your party.
Oh yeah.
Your party. Now, you have a fish fry every year. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on that?
I do. Every year we have an annual fish fry. It's about 150 to 200 people in and out during the day. And we were lucky enough to have Rich over for 2 fish fries now.
And I don't eat fish. I hate the smell of fish.
But he still came. And then we also have a huge bag tournament. And then we had all of my outdoor plants out there that everyone liked to take
Right.
pictures with.
Well, as I mentioned last year, I won your bag tournament. I happened to hook up with some guy that was very good because I am very bad. And the funny thing is, we drew names again, and I was hooked up with him again this
Yep.
year. And we thought we were going to run away with it. And we didn't. We got beat, I think, in the second round by 2 people that were very, very good. In fact, there was one person. She was a woman. First of all, I didn't even know she was a woman. You know, she was kind of tall and thin.
Oh,
I saw her before she was before we played. She was warming up in the adjacent yard, and she just kept fucking throwing ringers and ringers and ringers. I'm thinking, oh my god. We're gonna get killed. But anyhow, it was close, but we lost, and we lost because of me, because I'm inexperienced. But I had a wonderful time.
I'm happy that you came, and I can't wait till this summer.
Well, it's. I can hardly wait too. A couple other things happened over there at your party. Now you know I'm a single guy, and it's the second time I've been to your party being single. But there was a woman there that gave me a hug that it made me think about getting a girlfriend one day. She gave me a hug like a fucking octopus. I don't know if she was one of your neighbors.
One of my neighbors.
A thin gal, probably in her 50s, and her husband was around. But I asked her. I said, "Hey," I said, "you look familiar, you know, from last year." And boom, comes right over to me, and gave me a hug. I mean, I haven't had a hug like that since high school.
Who was it?
So I don't know her name. She's your neighbor. She's in shape. I know that. She's thin and in shape. In fact, her husband was complaining that she's always working out. And, you know, she's this and that. But before that, when she's got, you know, an octopus grip on me and I can feel her ribs up against me, I said, "Are you married?" And she goes, "Yeah, my husband's right here."
Huh.
Like 2 feet away.
That's the kind of fun we have around here.
But yeah, I tell you, it you know, made me think. Whew, I haven't had a hug like that in a long time. So, anything else happen over at your party other than my molesting?
I don't think anything different than normal. I think it was probably a good thing that you might have lost a little bit earlier, so you got to network a lot. You made a lot of new friends.
Yeah. Well, you know what I also liked about your party is you had outdoor grows there, and everybody was cool with it. And not only that, but how many people were there, do you think?
About 150.
150 people, and I never smelled marijuana once. So everybody kept it, you know, either, you know, in their car, or, you know, they got high before they got there, or they were doing edibles. But, you know, because of all the kids running around and all that, I think that they showed a lot of restraint and respect.
I think that's true. We're pretty family friendly, and I think we all really love weed.
Well, talking about weed, let's talk a little bit about your grows. What do you got going, or what have you grown this year?
This year, I have a few downstairs. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't love growing indoors at all. requires a lot more patience than when it's outside.
No, that's true.
And I think I have a couple strains going right now. I think I have Fab 5 again, a Purple Punch, I have a Chem Dog, and then my Pollen Thon seed.
No,
Going.
you pounced on it. Well, good. Well, maybe I'll make you eligible this year. I mean, I just took your eligibility away from you because, people would think that, if you did win, that, the fix was in. But your Fab 5, I took a photograph of that growing over that white bench.
Oh yeah, it ate the bench.
Oh, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of people liked it. But,
Do you remember there's a lot of pictures of people laying down underneath the plants?
No.
Like they were taking like calendar pictures under the plants at the party?
Well, I don't remember that, but, maybe I left a little too early, Yeah, I had to get home. I had a long ride.
Well, and you had that really cool plant on display.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the party this year.
That's right. I brought a bud of my Colombian gold. Actually, originally I thought it was a pure Colombian gold, but as I looked in the jar of the seeds, I forgot that I bred it like a year and a half ago, and it was actually a night train Colombian gold combination. But it came out gold, and it's beautiful.
It was beautiful. It looked like a trophy. It brought a lot of people to the table to come talk about it.
Oh, thanks.
So now that we've talked about, this past summer, and we kind of touched on last year's Pollen Thon and how this is going to be the third year. So how did you get busted initially?
Well, yeah, that's something. I actually was growing at my house, and it wasn't a house I was stuffing for profit. I actually lived there with my wife and 4 kids. And I just got into breeding, and what happened is in the old days there, you couldn't buy seeds, like it is now. So I had to, work with what I had, and I was kind of lucky that I had Colombian gold, and then I actually got a pound of Hawaiian. So I had a pretty good start. But you always want to improve on what you have. So I started growing seeds, and I started backing up the female plants with clones. And before you knew it, I had 155 plants. And that's when they came in. And I didn't want to write anything down or keep track of everything. But I did. I was writing things down and keeping track of, how I was breeding, and they got everything. They got absolutely everything. They left the house. After I went to jail immediately, they left my wife with $100.
Oh, that was really nice of them.
I think they found about $4,000 in my suit coat. But, I was a cocaine salesman at the same time. And a lot of guys in those days that grew sold cocaine, because, you couldn't make a whole lot of money, doing indoor pot because everyone thought it was shit. And it was the opposite. When I grew, I got big money for my, a lot of people don't believe it, but I got 500 an ounce.
So right now, medically in Illinois, we can only have 5 plants over 5 inches. So back when that happened, how much trouble was each plant?
I'm not sure. I think it was about the same. I think it was a misdemeanor if you had like 10 plants or something like that. But I was way over the limit, and the reason I was over the limit is because I was a breeder. I just didn't want to grow, and obviously I cloned and I found something that was pretty good, but I wanted to improve on it. In fact, I passed my genetics along for free to anyone that wanted them, but there wasn't a whole lot of sharing back then, because everybody was a rat. Everybody, you know, they turned each other in, you know, especially if they got caught. So that was a danger in those days.
So was it your plants that got you in trouble, or was it the cocaine that got you in trouble?
Well, they came in with a marijuana warrant. They came in and the warrant said marijuana plants and books. So any books that I had too, you know, you weren't even, you were probably allowed to have books, but you know,
Marijuana was part of the banned books?
Maybe, I don't know, but in my first Powathon, in the beginning, that's what I did. I was tearing the cover off of a marijuana book that I had disguised. You know, because I didn't want them to come in my house again and see I had a breeder's book. So the beginning of the first Powathon, that's what I'm doing. I'm tearing it out. You know, I'm free. Illinois is legal. We were been legal for a year, and there's a lot of guys that are still in hiding, and even to this day I can't admit everything, but
it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what it was. In fact, with the Freedom of Information Act, I remember when they all came in, they came in with a video camera. They videotaped the bust. They came in with fucking video. You know, they grabbed me, they brought me, over to one of the bedrooms, one of my kids' bedrooms, and then they went the other way, and they went downstairs, and, I was the only one that had the key to the downstairs, and, I could hear them, smashing the door open, but they videotaped everything. So I guess in DuPage County somewhere I could probably get a Freedom of Information Act, and get the video if they still have it. But that was a danger in those days. And like I said, I've been growing and breeding since 1974 or 75, right in there, like I said, right when I got out of high school.
So what year did you go to Woodstock and get to see people smoking and enjoying cannabis for the first time and not being in trouble?
Well, I never went to Woodstock. I saw it on TV.
Oh, cool.
And, and there were people getting high. They were getting high right in front of the cameras. And, they made a note on all the news stations that nobody got arrested for smoking marijuana. And that was the first time. But even after that, if you had marijuana in your car, it was a big deal. And it continued, for the next 20 years at least. If you got caught, with marijuana, you're in big trouble.
What year did you go to prison?
I went to prison in 1993. So, it wasn't that bad. It was a little scary in the beginning because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. But in fact, I went down there and the first thing they say, child molester, this and that. And I said, nah, I'm in for growing marijuana indoors, and, indoors, you grow indoors? Yeah, I'm growing indoors, so they were kind of interested in that, but, I was locked up with a bunch of young guys. I went down at 38 years old, and, the average age there was about 22.
Oh, wow. So what jail did you go to?
Which one? Well, first you go to DuPage, then Joliet. Then you're processed out of Joliet. Then I went to Lincoln. And then from Lincoln I went to Taylorville. And then right from Taylorville I went to a work crew in Pittsfield, where I was actually allowed to go outside, with, the guards all watching us. And, we were cleaning crew. We cleaned churches and this and that. And then when you come back, you're going back through Statesville. So I came back through Statesville, and when I was in Statesville, we used to go at night and clean Joliet.
Okay.
And in those days, I mean, it's a tier. There's like probably 5 or 6 stories, and it's round. And everybody had stereo speakers. They had these big fucking stereo speakers, like 4 feet high, blasting their music. And everybody had gold chains on. And that shit doesn't go on anymore. In fact, you can't even smoke anymore in prison, which would have been nice, because that was the worst part.
You didn't smoke when you went to prison?
Well, I smoked off and on, but oh boy, you want to hear that story, how I started smoking again? Oh, it was a bet.
Oh, no.
It was the Bears at San Diego. The Bears were getting 8 points, okay?
Well, they're not doing much better now.
And the Bears weren't that good, but they're getting 8 points. And so I bet a brick. You know what a brick is?
Yes.
What?
A big chunk of weed.
No, it was a carton of cigarettes.
Oh, then no.
With filters on it. It was, the filtered cigarettes, because the other one, you buy a can and you have to roll your own and all that. So, this was a brick. So I put a brick down there. And
did you know they called that a brick?
It's 10 packs. And, a couple guys went in on it against me. Well, San Diego, the first possession, they go right down the field. They just fucking mow down the Bears. But they didn't get in the score, so they go to kick a field goal, and they miss it. They fucking miss it, and after that, it was all Bears. The Bears won. They fucking beat them by 20 points. So now I'm up a brick, and the guys have to pay up, and then, so I use a couple of the, I traded and this and that, but eventually, I started smoking a little bit, but then I quit. But I'm in a room with 19 other guys, 19 guys, in bunk bed style. Everybody's smoking. There's no ventilation. It's fucking killing you. It's fucking killing you. There's guys who would smoke up until like 1 in the morning, and then they would start again about 6 in the morning. So that was the hardest part. So let's don't talk about me. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah. In your journey into marijuana, when did you start getting high? How old were you?
Well then, I think I started smoking, I'm not gonna talk about that, but I got my.
We don't want to talk about
no,
that.
No, I don't want to talk about
that.
12? Pretty much.
About 12, huh? You're
Yeah.
fucking high as a kite at 12.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was not a good kid. But I didn't smoke a lot, until after I had my first kid, and I got super sick. I ended up getting lupus, which is how I got my medical card, and I really, really jumped in head first with my cannabis journey. So that's what led to my growing, and then eventually I was part of all those forums on Facebook, and one of my plants was super sick, and that's how I ran into you.
Yeah, I was going to ask how we met.
So you were commenting because I was trying to fix my plant. It was not doing well at all, and we kept trying to text back and forth, and then you ended up just calling me on Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
So, and that's how that happened.
Yeah, I wonder how they happened. I couldn't remember. Again, I'm a year older. I'm 67. I don't try and hide my age.
I do.
But, whatever. I can't hide my age. I mean, I really, aged a lot last year. But, that's the way it goes. But, I think I approached you with being my co-host last year because you were growing my Fabulous 5, I think. And then I saw you got a tattoo.
I did.
Let's see the tattoo.
I did.
You got the marijuana tattoo.
I sure do.
So I said, this gal is dedicated to growing.
I am.
So, you were the first one I asked.
Oh, thank you.
And then when you canceled on me last year.
I bailed. Sorry.
You canceled
Still
on
sorry.
me last year. Well, the COVID and the Obatron and all that. I understand that. But I asked this other gal. She was a gal that likes to flash her tits and her ass all the time. But she's a grower. But I didn't know if it was going to work out. But she never answered me back. She said, you got nice plants and like the color and all this, and I'm not going to mention her name, because that happens all the time now. You young gals are, flashing everything.
So I'm only second place this year?
Well, no, you're first place.
Okay.
Because I never heard back from her. But, I wanted you,
Still second
originally. And I'm just glad we, were able to work it out. I can't stop thinking about that woman at your party.
I want to know who it was.
Oh my God, so do I. Nah, she's married, but oh man, did she give me a freaking hug.
She works out all the
I
time.
can't-
Was she
she's-
super tan?
Yeah, she's super tan.
I thought you asked my friend Susan out at the last fish fry.
Well, yeah, I kind of asked her out, but, well, no, yeah, how old is she?
Susan, 52?
50?
Maybe?
50s?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. She looked a little younger, so, I didn't really pursue it. I just figured, I had a couple margaritas and, I started thinking that I might have a chance. But, no, she's a nice gal. She's a nice gal. But she said that she was going through a divorce.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll leave her alone for a while.
Some space.
But no, I'm just saying, the woman that gave me the hug, yeah, that was the one who was tan and she was real thin. It took me by surprise. But it's just, oh, man, what a hug. And even when I'm talking to her husband, she's hugging me even tighter.
Huh.
And, I didn't want to ask if anything else was going on, but, no, it's happened at your party.
Well, our neighborhood used to be known for being a swinging good time.
Well,
So, you might have had
Sure.
that kind of friend over there.
Maybe swinging good time. I don't know if I can handle it. I wish I was 20 years younger. Hey, talking about your neighborhood, I remember when we went to that bar. I think we first met. Is that the first time I came over to your
That
house?
was the first time you got to come over to our house, and then we went to go get pizza. Really hole in the wall, best frozen pizza you'll ever have at Herman's Restaurant.
Oh, is that what? Yeah, I
Yep.
know. That was a neighborhood joint, all right. Well,
Was
yeah,
there something going on that day?
we walked there.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember it was kind of hot. But, no, I know you said it was going to be the greatest pizza ever, and it was fucking horrible. It was fucking worst bar. Well, it's not the worst bar pizza I've ever had, but it wasn't good.
That's my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man. How
Cheap
about a
date.
Lumalnati's? You ever had a Lumalnati's?
Well, not at a bar.
No, but I'm just saying, have you had a Lumalnati's?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's your favorite pizza? Let's get into it.
Nancy's. Deep dish.
Nancy's. Oh my God, I got the worst story of Nancy's. Nancy's?
Nancy. I love Nancy's.
Where do you get a Nancy's at? They all closed down because she was a tramp.
Was she? Well, she makes a good pizza. So
Where? Where do you get a Nancy's?
there's one in Island Lake.
Oh my God, I tried to mix things up one time, I'm living with a gal, that's a whole nother story. But I'm living with a gal and, we're always getting Illuminati. Hey, Illuminati. I said, okay, we'll try something new. So, there's a Nancy's down the street. So I get the Nancy's deep dish, I get it home, and it's like it was a fucking frozen pizza. The sausage was cold.
Oh.
So what they did is they took a frozen pizza and tried to warm it up and pass it off on me. Schmuck me.
How'd that go?
Fucking horrible.
Did you bring it back?
Fucking horrible. No, I didn't. I didn't bring it back. I just didn't eat it, and of course, the gal I was living with hated it, which was okay. She's right. It was horrible. But that was the last time I ever even considered a Nancy's pizza.
Well, maybe you should try it again.
No way. I'm
It's
not.
delicious.
But you know what? There's a Nancy's down on Cumberland that has an Al's beef in there. They're the same.
I didn't know that.
And Al's beef, I love Al's beef. I can't rank him number one, but he's probably number 3 or 2.
Are you still eating that on your fiber diet?
Well, no, that was the old days. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned my fiber diet. There's a guy I listen to now on YouTube, and we'll get into YouTube a little. His name is Bullwitch something. I don't know. He's got a word name. Bolshewitz. And he's a gastronomical guy. He's always talking about fucking poop.
Huh.
And he's got these celebrities that are being interviewed and all this. In fact, the gal that does Jeopardy now, had him on her podcast.
The girl from Big Bang Theory.
Right, and that was a very interesting thing, and it was saying how the microbes in your stomach need to be fed, and if they're not, and you're using Tylenol and alcohol, you're going to get leaky gut.
Oh yeah.
So anyhow, I'm talking about growing. I'm growing my own sprouts. In fact, I got a bag with me right here.
What kind of sprouts?
Broccoli sprouts.
Mm.
So the healthiest thing you can put in your body, broccoli sprouts. And of course, I can grow marijuana, I think. And the sprouts are easy, and but I still watch the video exactly how to do it. And man, I grow some great sprouts, and it's made a difference. I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Not 100%, but
That's
I
great.
feel pretty good. Yeah. All right, hey, let's take a break. Hey, I got an interesting commercial. Is and not really sponsoring the show, but well, you'll see what it is. The cameraman having a little fun with the co-host.
Metal flower, metal feather.
Okay, that's the cameraman. Let me just sit and get a little closer.
Today we're going to be trying to sell you metal bracelets.
For
Now-
3 easy payments of $59.99.
Wow, that is a fantastic deal. Now, you're going to get this package and you're going to want to tear it open, but that's not what you're going to do because you need to use this to keep them in there when you're not wearing them. Now, this is a little free gift that we're sending you today. Yeah, can I open this?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a free gift we're going to be sending you today, but only if you order it in the next hour. And the quality of these bracelets is something that if we can, this is a real eyeball.
From the Ethiopians that made it?
Yes, from the Ethiopians that made it, so you know that it's ethically sourced, which is, I know, a big thing today.
They say an eye for an eye.
Ah! And you can get your own eye tonight if you order within the next 15 seconds.
I think they only have 58 seconds left.
Oh my goodness. Well, then you better be on the phone, dialing that number. 888-558-5858.
You really like eights.
Yeah, I really like
Yes.
the eights. I really like the eights. No ones, though. No ones in the phone number.
See,
Yeah, I'm saying. As much as I was kind of shit-talking it a second ago, I'm still on board with like this guy specifically. I don't like that one.
All right, the sound is probably okay, but just in case it's not, I'm micing it.
Langoliers. Where'd you get these, Dad? Where are you finding all this fashion?
I ordered them online.
You finding all this fashion, keeping
Did
it
you
for
just
yourself.
type in like hippie jewelry?
Hippie jewelry that
Yeah,
my
I
son
don't know
would
how I
like.
got them.
Enter.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't like the feather on that.
You don't like the feather?
No, it's very like basic white girl.
Are you smoking pot?
No,
Or what is that?
a menthol.
Yuck.
To each their own, sprouts, man.
Bag of sprouts.
Okay, all right. Okay, speaking about the sprouts, well, here's my sprouts right here. This is what I grow, and they're so healthy. They're so healthy for you. And look at that.
How do you grow them? Do you grow them like a chia pet or in soil? Are you doing hydroponics?
No, it's water only. In fact, on YouTube they actually show you how to do it. Put all the seeds in a jar, and you wet them overnight, and then after that you rinse them a couple of times, each day, and you just leave them there, and they grow. And what I do on the fourth day, I put them under one of my lights, and they grow.
Do you use an LED light?
But
Are you using your LED light?
well, yeah, I use that, but you can use any light. But I got a couple of looks when I brought them into Chipotle's the other day. I think some people were actually wondering where I got them.
Did you offer to share?
And how come they didn't order them or they weren't able to order them? No, I'm not going to share. No, I would share.
Share my
but
broccoli sprouts?
I would share.
For
But
money. For money.
Give them money. Yeah, I should, but they're so easy to grow. But I also bring in my own avocado.
I still can't believe that. Why do you bring your own avocado in?
Save money. They're charging me $2.50 for guacamole.
It's delicious.
Well,
It's worth every cent.
Well, by the time I'm through it, the fucking bowl cost me like $15. And all it is a little bit of chicken on top. It's rice, it's beans. I get this Quinto sauce or whatever that sauce is.
The queso sauce?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. They charge me for that. So, fuck them.
They're delicious. My
My
bowl is like half the price of that, though.
I don't see how.
Because I don't get the meat, I don't get your queso sauce. My
Oh,
guacamole
okay.
is included.
Huh.
So I just get veggies, rice, beans, salsas, cheese, lettuce, guac.
Well, I might give that a try next time, but the only meat I really eat right now is the little chicken pieces, and I like how they make them.
Yeah,
And,
it's made fresh right there.
they're delicious. But anyhow, that's what I've been doing lately. Trying to heal myself, because I don't feel so good all the time, and I'm growing the sprouts.
I like how you roll that like an eighth. It's just
But they're easy to grow, and it's on YouTube exactly how to do it. So let's talk more about you. Where'd you go to high school?
oh no, Glenbard East.
Lombard East.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I went to Conant, and that's both in Illinois. And so were you getting high in high school?
Absolutely, 100%.
So you went to school high.
100%. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Man, I couldn't even imagine that.
I actually got really good grades. I was actually really smart for a long period of my life.
That is really tough to believe. School was so fucking hard for me. And all I did was stare out the window and and look at women. I guess they were girls at the time. I wasn't looking at women. And I never had a cute teacher.
I didn't have any of those problems.
Well, and I'm just saying, that would have been nice to have, or whatever. Okay, welcome back. All right, there's enough of me talking and, going on and on. I'm sure you people didn't tune in to hear me talk about all my woes, about going to prison and, my love life and all that shit. So we're going to get to the winners. Okay, here was the lineup, just to remind everybody of the lineup, for last year, and the 10 regular seeds I sent out to everybody. And I made it regular seeds because I want people to breed. It's for people that want to breed seeds. If you want female seeds, well, then go buy female seeds. Eventually I'm going to have to give in and, make feminized seeds myself, just for the market. But until then, I want to have a pollen Thon, But anyhow, this was a lineup. The females for the 2022 pollen Thon lineup were Fabulous 5,
Awesome.
Girl Fight,
Awesome.
Night Fighter,
Awesome.
Lady Seal,
Better.
and Night Train.
My favorite.
And the males, I only used 3 males last year. It was a Tropicana Punch. It was a Chem Valley Kush, which I still use. I have that. And Night Nurse. Even though it has a woman's name, the nurse, it's a male plant, and it just produces wonderful F1s. And, for the beginners that don't know the value of F1s, you get what's called high-bred vigor. And that's just a very strong plant. When you go to an F2, it's a little harder to get that. But anytime you go with a straight cross like that, it's that's what it's called, hybrid vigor, and that's why the plants that the people sent in are so beautiful. But anyhow, that was a lineup, and there was some wonderful entries. They're just wonderful, and you'll be able to see all the entries at the end of the show. But there was one guy that, drum roll please, there was one guy that he was just hard to beat. He had 3 beautiful plants. One was purple, and I think the other 2 were green, and I really don't care about color. But like I said, it was a photograph contest, because I can't smell the plant, I can't taste the plant, I don't know the effect, so I pretty much have to go by looks. And he had 3 beautiful plants, and of course he's from California, and fucking California people, they're very experienced, they've been legal.
Did he grow it in California also?
Yes,
Oh.
yes, grew it in California. And again, I give everyone a number, and if he wants to come on my Facebook page and identify himself, that's fine. But my winner for the indoor 2022 Pollen is number 96.
Woo!
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful plants. All 3 of his plants were beautiful, and that's 3 out of 10. So he did a wonderful job. And I hope he cloned them, or got a clone off of one of them at least. That's a mistake a lot of inexperienced people do, or they make, is when they have a beautiful plant, they don't clone it, and it's lost forever. And they try and rejuvenate it, and that's hard to do.
And that's the gentleman that you said had a greenhouse, right?
No, he didn't have the greenhouse. I put the greenhouse category in with the outdoor.
Okay.
Because I figured that was fair, because they got to use sunlight. Yeah, instead of the light. And talking about the outdoor winner, the outdoor, I'll tell you, I had a guy that was very close, and he was very energetic, a number 91, and I use his first name. Reggie is his first name, and he had some wonderful posts on my page, and if he would have photographed it a little better, it still wouldn't have helped him. He was a solid second place, but the guy that won, the guy had a fucking 14-foot plant, all purple. That was his first entry. Then he had this other beautiful plant. It was I don't know, what was it copper? The copper colored one I showed you?
It was really pretty.
And that was beautiful. And then he had a photograph of his daughter up against it. So he sent me 3 photographs, 2 plants. And how do you beat a 14-foot plant, especially 14-foot purple plant? And I'm not even sure I'm giving him the award for that one, because the outdoor one he had was, in my opinion, was more beautiful. But anyhow, the winner of my 2022 New Year's Eve Pollen is number 50.
Woo!
Yeah. And I might have got him confused. He might be the guy from California. Oh boy. Yeah, he might be the guy from California. But anyhow, I'm always confused. I got enough to do on my own grows. But yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? Let's get it straight right now, if that's the guy from California or not, because even I'm interested here.
And Rich, you said you're going to put up pictures, right, in the video?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, when I edit it in. Number 50. Yeah, number 50 is from California. Well, let me get this straight, because I know there's people that, they're so concerned with their states, I mean, everybody thinks it's, like football teams. And yeah, number 96 is from Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
He's the guy with 3 plants. And I had a lot of entries from Oklahoma, and I had some real nice plants from Oklahoma. But yeah, the indoor winner is number 96 from Oklahoma, and the outdoor winner is number 50 from California.
Is Oklahoma a newer legalized state? Do you think like that's why you got so many new Oklahoma growers this year?
I can't really keep up with everybody and all the laws and all that. But I thought I heard somebody talking about the Oklahoma people can sell to dispensaries.
Huh.
They can grow their own and sell to dispensaries. And I remember in California in the old days you could do that, and they would check it for mold. In fact, there was all kinds of stories of guys yelling and screaming that fuck you, there's no mold on there and this and that, and the guy goes under a microscope and it's fucking mold. So, and in Illinois, in Illinois you can't do that at all.
Sell to dispensaries?
No, you can't sell to dispensaries. You can't trade clones. You can't.
Why can't you trade clones?
You can't. It's just the law. Now I saw a place in Addison that's actually selling clones, a dispensary, and I don't know. Unless the law's been changed, I don't keep up.
Well, it's under 5 inches. Can't you?
In the what?
If your plant's under 5 inches, can't you sell it?
Well, I don't know. And of course, we never talk about numbers on this show because, a lot of people are over. Now, I'm not over, of course.
Me neither.
No, and you either, yeah. Believe me, if I was over, I'd actually be making money. And that's another thing. Let me just say something else. This year's Pollathon, before I announce, the Pollathon, even though I already have, but I changed a few here and there. It's going to cost everybody that's interested, and even the people that keep their number, is going to cost you $10 this year. Because I don't want to pay for shipping, and I don't want to. I have to stand in line. And anyhow, it's $10. It's $1 a seed, and then if you can't afford it, well, then you shouldn't be growing. But anyhow, let me get to the lineup for next year. I guess I can confirm it now because I've already harvested the seeds. And I don't know. I make that announcement 4th of July, and I made it from the golf cart this year. Did you happen to see it?
I did not see that.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
How do you not see all my stuff?
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I got in the golf cart, and I went out there, and I was on like the 3rd hole, and I said, fuck, I'll just, put the tripod up, and,
I feel more special when you call me.
What?
When you just call me.
Well, I'll start calling you. But anyhow, here is the official lineup, the seeds that I already have that I've harvested. I mean, I already have the seeds. The female plant, of course, is my Fabulous 5. She's at the top. I got Blueberry Schmear.
I'm so excited for this one.
Well, you just smelled Blueberry Schmear.
Yes, and the entire room smelled like a Yankee candle of like blueberry pie. It was amazing.
Yankee Candle. Okay, and then the third one is Ginger Z. And then I have Baby Seal, which is the daughter of Lady Seal, which was the daughter of Navy Seal. Oh, I'm doing all the seals. And then there's the ever elusive Girl Fight. And Girl Fight on Ginger Z, I'm the only one that has the plants. I don't let anybody have those. They can have the seeds. I'll sell them the seeds on my website. 12 seeds for $60, and that's it. And the males, the male plant, I only added one in, but the males are again Shem Valley Kush, Blueberry Muffin, Granddaddy Perps. And I added one in there since I announced it on New Year's Eve, not New Year's Eve, when I announced it 4th of July, I added one Gorilla Cake, because I work with Gorilla Cake now. You know what I forgot to talk about? Granddaddy Perps guy, Ken Estes.
Who is that?
Did you? I'm glad you asked. He invented Granddaddy Perps. I mean, I went down to Chicago, and I saw him down there. In fact, I videotaped his speech. He had a speech that was like an hour long. And he was very honest how he got lucky. But, I don't know.
Is that when you went to the dispensary or the growing, when you went down?
Yeah, it was a convention. It was one they had here in Chicago. It was like a Canna convention or something like that. And I actually got a free pass down there from a guy in Michigan named Dave Win something. He's got F1 genetics, and he's a wonderful guy. But I got to meet Ken, and I gave him my Pollen Thon seeds from my original Pollen Thon. In the 2021, I gave him number 100, and he accepted it. But he was a real nice guy, I think we would really get along well together. But I forgot to include that. I got to meet him this year, and I don't get to meet many breeders, especially here in Illinois. Because everybody's still in hiding for good reasons. Because of the numbers. But anyhow, that's the show. And I want to thank my co-host, Elizabeth Jean, that goes by EJ. I'd like to thank you for hanging in there with me.
Thanks for having me this year.
And doing the little thing, the opening of the show.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd you forget it was only about an hour ago?
I smoke a lot of weed.
Oh boy, you smoke well. How did you like that, getting dressed up and pretending that you're pregnant and
I had a great time.
In what?
I had a great time.
Yeah, good.
Your hair really pulled it together.
Oh, the hair. Oh boy. And thank God I got my daughter to give me good hair. Because the hair I bought online was fucking horrible. It was just terrible.
But the bracelets weren't. Look at how cute these are.
Yeah, those are nice. Well, those are my gifts to you.
Thank you.
And what's the other thing I gave you? I gave you that necklace. That thing. What
my
is
bling,
it?
my sunflower bling.
I gave you the sunflower thing, and that's I think it looks good on you.
I love it.
But anyhow, thanks a lot for everything. And am I going to see you next year?
Of course.
Okay.
You're going to come to Fish Fry?
Yeah, of course I'm coming to the Fish Fry.
Deal.
And I hope that woman is still there.
I'm really curious to know who it is.
Well, I'm going to give her a big hug back this time instead of, shying away, because it's been a long time since I've been with a woman.
What about a man?
No, I don't want a man.
Just curious.
Fucking man. I can't even stand men. That's why I box, I wanted to beat them up. I want to beat men up. I mean, no, I want to compete against men. I don't want to get with any men. But that's enough about that. All right. Anyhow, that's the end of the show. Don't. I want you to watch a little bit at the end here. I'm going to list all of the entries, and I'd like to thank the people that did grow. Because, a random pollination, what the hell is that? I'm sure you heard that all the time. But I will put my genetics up against anybody's genetics in the world. Anybody's. But I'll end it on that note. Okay, well, thanks for being with me.
Happy New Year.
Shake hands. Happy New Year to you. Okay, that's it.
Well, come on, all of you big strong men. Uncle Sam needs your help again. Got himself in a terrible jam way down yonder in Vietnam. Put down your books and pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. 6, 7, open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Now come on, Wall Street, don't be slow. Why, man, this is war a go-go. There's plenty good money to be made, supplying the army with the tools of the trade. Just hope and pray that if they drop the bomb, they're dropping on the Viet Cong. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Now come on, generals, let's move fast. Your big chance is here at last. Now you can go out and get those reds, cause the only good commie is one that's dead. And you know that peace can only be won when the blowing while the kingdom comes. Sing it! 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Louder! Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up early gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why. What do you want on the line? Listen, people, I don't know how you expect to ever stop the war if you can't sing any better than that. There's about 300,000 of you fuckers out there. I want you to start singing. Come on. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Now come on, mothers throughout the land. Pack your boys off to Vietnam. Come on, fathers, don't hesitate. Send your sons off before it's too late. Be the first one